Hello everybody, it's Michelle Pepper here. You are watching live or perhaps replay later, Stamp with Michelle, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Auckland in New Zealand, and Wednesday afternoon 1:30 is when I come on live to show you a couple of projects. And so I will flip you around so you can see the desk, and we can talk a little bit about what we're doing today. But let me just move that around. There we go. And I'm hoping that this will work because I forgot to charge my phone this morning before heading out to a funeral. And yeah, so I'm now relying on the battery pack as well, so hopefully that will all work fine. And I hope you can hear me, so give me a thumbs up or just let me know if you're here, and let me know if you can hear me so I know. So we have a new catalogue that came out live on May the 5th, which was last week, and so we've had a week. Not sure if you've had a chance to look through the catalogue and how you're finding it, and but yeah, here we are today. So I am going to show you a couple of projects using some new in colors. So the in colors that we have this year. Well, I should have brought these ones out. So I'm just going to go by alphabetical order if I can. Where are we? Yeah, so this one is, let me just put that aside, our Barely Brush. So it's a very, very light pink. And then we've got Crisp Cantaloupe, which is actually a returning color. It was an in color a while ago. Pardon me. And then we have Golden Glow. All right, and then we have Hydrangea Hues and Peaceful Pine. So these 5 new in colors. So every year we Stampin' Up come out with, introduced to us 5 new in colors, and they are current for 2 years, right? So these are what we call 2026 to 2028 in colors. And also this is when we have, these are new magnetic pads, so a lot easier to open and close as opposed to our old or our current pad, which is, some people describe it as like a compact, makeup compact, where you open it up, all right, and then you push it to lock it in, and so it's like you work on it and then you pull it up, and this is where it gets a bit tricky. Sometimes it's not easy to pull it and flip it and close it. All right, so I've had customers that do have problem opening and closing this. So this new design will be so much better and so much easier. So I'm really looking forward to all our pads, all our colors transitioning to these new magnetic ink pads. So yeah, so very exciting, but currently it's only these 5 that are these. Hey, hi Sue, and hi Ruby, if Ruby is on. I'm not sure if Ruby is on yet. Anyway, so today's class to go, we are playing with these 5 colors. I'm introducing them to you, and we are actually working with this, not this one, but it's the stamp set is out of the suite, which is on page 28. So right at the bottom here, I'm not sure if you can see on page 30, but yeah, that's where you get all the like little hexagons, the butterflies, One Fine Day, and on here you can see the hearts as well. Yeah, so it's just this little stamp set here, but with the way this new catalog works, by the way, I don't know if you notice, there's always a little picture here of like a what do you call it? A real photo. No, it's not a picture. It's actually a photo. So with each suite there is a photo. Yeah, like see, that's like real flowers. That was actually taken. So anyway, but it's also organized in such a way. So you've got the suite. You can see it's part of a suite, this one. So you get to have it, you get to see it one time. And then it's also, because it's a stamp bundle, because it's a stamp, the set and the dies. So it's part of a bundle. So under the section called bundles, you can flick through and you can see that it also is on here on page 40. So you can see it down here as well. And then you can see it for a third time under stamp sets. So let me just flick it through. Whoop, that was the dies. So under stamp sets, it's also under stamp sets. So you can see on page 55, it's over there as well. And then finally, because it's a bundle of stamps and dies, you can see it on page 59 as well, which is the dies. So yeah, so lots of opportunities, time to see it. So anyway, I hope that kind of, yeah, I don't really want to use this video today as a run through the catalog, but just quickly just point that out to you. Anyway, so that's Extraordinary Life is the stamp set, and I'm loving it. This is the first bundle that went into my wish list when I saw the catalog, and after having played with it, I really think I am going to be using this a lot. The stamp set itself, you might think of it more as a kind of scrapbooking oriented. You know, this is a beautiful life, love it, one fine day, cherish this, top 5, good times, noteworthy. So these are kind of maybe sentiments that you would use on scrapbook page more than actually on a card. But I've made it work for some of the cards that I've made. But yeah, anyway, but definitely I love the images, and I think I can use those. And also this little note paper kind of thing. Yeah, I think that is useful for a lot of things as well. And the dies, some useful things which I think you can use for cards as well as scrapbooking. So so yeah, so I am loving the dies. I'm loving the stamp set too. So anyway, so that's what we will be doing today. Let me just move these out of the way. So if you followed my page, you would have seen that I showed this card, a preview of what we're making. So this is the one in Barely Brush. This is the one, this is Crisp Cantaloupe, and I actually made this one first, and I decided that I needed a splatter. So I don't know, what do you think? Do we need splatter or we don't need splatter? Oh well, here we go. And then we have Golden Glow, which is that color, and then we have Peaceful Pines. So you get How I Know. Now I know where you got the hexagons from. Yeah, that's right, Sue. It's hidden, eh? And yeah, so then that's the Peaceful Pine. So there remains one color which I haven't made. So that's what I will be doing now on this live and this class. And this is the card, the kit that you can get for free when you place an order with me this week. So I have changed my timings. Well, I'm experimenting, and I hope that it will work. I think it makes more sense. So the timings, it used to be placing an order anytime from Wednesday to right to the following week on Tuesday. So when you place an order during that period of time, that's when you'll get the card kit that I show on Wednesday. I'm going to change that now. So starting with this one, the ordering period is from Sunday, 10th of May. And so now today we are 13th of May, and then it goes right through to 16th of May, which is a Saturday. And then on Sunday, it rolls to the next card, which I will show next Wednesday. So hopefully kind of that makes more sense. I don't know. Right, so here I have pre-done some of these. So we've got our basic white card base. Pretty standard. I think maybe, what's the size of this one? I believe this is, where's my centimeter? centimeter. Yeah, I did it 14 centimeters. So our standard is 14.8. But sometimes I do yeah, slightly smaller size. So that's 14. And then this is the hydrangea hue. And so that goes right on top. Okay, the reason why I have already pre-done this, as you know, I think I've shared this tip before. Sometimes when you're just using the color as a matte, you don't want to waste the space that you have here. So where possible, I try to be clever about it. So I've used the dies, so that one there to cut out. Okay, so that cuts out a little heart as well. So don't miss that heart, which is over here. That will be in your pack. So that's like a little tiny heart. Don't miss that because we will use it. And then these ones are actually one die, but it cuts out both, right? It cuts out the border, and then it has the middle piece as well. So that's kind of cool. So we've got those two, and two of those. Okay, I'm making, yep. And then we have the leaves. So, yep. So you just put all your dies, plop, 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 plop on here, and then just run it through, and out comes all these dies that we're going to be able to use, and that can go on here. So why don't we just, oh, do I want anything else from here? Let me have a look. No, I don't need anything else here. But you can see there's more space here. So if you want it to be really clever and really frugal about things, or just being really, you know, like just waste not, one not, you know, kind of mentality, then yes, I'm sure you can just cut out a lot of other stuff as well. But for today's purpose, we shall just glue it on. Okay. Okay, so I am just going to place this directly on there. And so this is, yeah, sometimes you don't want to, if you're short on paper, on cardstock, you don't have to use the whole thing, right? Instead of cutting a full base, you can just do half, and then you put it on top of the basic white. Now, it doesn't really matter so much these days, but in the past, basic white was a lot cheaper. But now it's the same price as all the other cardstock, so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't affect it as much. But because I wanted to, I am a little bit short on the paper, on the cardstock, so we will do just that for now until I get more stock in. Okay, so what I need, you know me, I need my, I should bring one in so you can actually see what we're doing as well. You can have a little peek here. Okay, so I want to just give it a bit of color on here. So we're gonna use our blending brush, and then what did I do with those colors? Right, they are just right here. Okay, so as you can see, let's open it up. So easy. You can pull that apart, okay, or you can stick them together so they don't go anywhere. And then, yep, so we've got that. So we've got this. I'm just gonna color these, and usually, like, you know, I can do it on here as well, just to kind of make sure I have nice even color. And maybe I'll do it on there, not so nice side first, just to make sure that it's not going to give, yeah, it's not going to give a big blob. So kind of in the middle-ish. I never kind of do right in the middle, right? I kind of do a bit on the, like a third up. Okay, and then just kind of keep going and pick up the colors from there and keep going until you get the depth of color that you want. Okay, this is pretty light, and so I can just keep going and putting more pressure, okay, as I go. Still really light, so I think I'll pick up more colors. Yep, so you just keep going and just being really patient with this. Right, don't rush it, and yeah, it's when you rush it and then you might get a big blob that you kind of go, oh no, you know, I've done it too much. So yeah, so you got more light. Hi Michelle and Sue, a bit late. Hey Ruby, good to see you here. Yep, so got run. Do I want more? So, and if it doesn't look good initially, don't worry, because it will just add to the ambience. Look, I've got a little mark there already. That's okay. From my finger, my hands, because it will just give that little background design, but it's actually going to be covered up, as you can see, by all those things, right? So I'm going to keep that. I think that's dark enough, and I'm just going to put that away. So easy, right? No fussing around. And I am going to use my light basic black to flick on some of these splatter. I do love my splatter. I'm just going to pull this out. Sorry, it's a bit garish, but I just wanted some protection here. And then just do some flicking. And then you might not like this, but that's okay. You don't have to do it. But I do like a little bit of, oh, that looks like a lot of splatter. Okay. I don't know if there's any coming out from here. It's a little bit dirty from the inside. Yeah, but it's okay. I should wipe it out. But yeah, so that's just kind of give it a little bit of texture. So if you missed the beginning, you can watch the replay later. But also, like, this is the first one that I did with no splatter. But I kind of felt like it needed some. So that's what I did. So yeah, so that's how I've got my little splatter going. Do love my splatters. All right. And then it's a matter of just adjusting these things, right? Putting these things on. So wait, we do have some stamping to do. So let's do that as well. So we need this. Wait, shall I? I don't think. Oh yeah. So before I do that, I will do the stamping first. So stamps. I am going to be using these triangle flags, and I will use the butterfly, the flower, and then these these banner flags as well. So those are the ones that I need. So I need that, a butterfly. Yep. So that's cool. Oh, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering whether I would jazz this up a little bit, but now I have put this on. Well, it's okay. Let me see. Oh, yes, I do have some here which I could use. Okay, maybe I will do that. Not sure. Okay, I'm just going to try something different. All right, so I'm going to just use that one stem. Oh, did I? Okay, no. I'll talk about that later. So let me see. I need 2 flags. Right, so just kind of stamp. So the other thing about these new pads, they're magnetic ink pads, but also the other thing about it that you may or may not know is that it is felt pad rather than foam. So the actual material that the ink is sitting on is different. Okay, so back in when Stampin' Up! First started, we did have felt pads, and then they changed at some point, I can't remember which year, they changed it to foam pads, which was lovely, but over time I think there's more and more problems that they found with foam pads. It was just a little bit unpredictable how it reacts to certain inks, and yeah, and also over time how it keeps as well. So so over time I think they've realized that it's probably best to get back to felt. So these decisions would not have been done overnight, not even over a year. It would have been a while, because it takes a while to come up with designs and manufacture things. But this actually, this design is actually not a Stampin' Up! Design. They bought it from close to my heart. So yeah, so what am I wanting? Oh, flower. I haven't done the flower. Yeah, so it's great. So if you have been using close to my heart, then you would have used this. Do I want happy birthday? Can I fit happy birthday here? This is not a new pad to you, right? So you know this. Okay, let me also experiment with doing it on here. Okay, so right. So you would do this on this cardstock that I would have supplied you with the kit before you paste that on. So I'm just trying something different because actually in the design we are stamping straight onto the hexagon, but I was thinking maybe I'll do a 3D with that. So, oh, what am I doing? I'm looking for this. Right, and then I'm just going to stamp that little flower there as well. Okay, I'm giving myself lots of choices. We're now on my wish list. Oh, yay! That's cool. I know, right? Sometimes we miss things. And yeah, so, you know, so it takes someone pointing it out to you to know, to go, oh, that's right, there are these. Okay, let me just see if I can move these out of the way. And wait, don't want to lose these things. I'm going to put this here because I didn't, oh, actually, no, I did pre-cut these. I pre-cut these so that you don't have to sit here and watch me do all that. But I will want to do this. Okay, just this flower here. So I'll show you. I'll just go through that so it's a bit messy. So cut this, or this little gem here. That's the one that should cut the flower. So it's a matter of finding the right orientation for this flower. It looks like it might be this away. Actually, can you see it? You can't see it. Oh well. We'll do our best. Okay. We'll do our best to cut these that way. I think that's right. Is this right? It doesn't look right. So I probably need to do a mark somewhere to try and find the right place. You can tell that I haven't done that. I haven't cut this out, obviously, because I haven't done it. Let me, this would be a useful tip to give. Oh, there we go. I think that's the one. Yes. Okay. Maybe I could do like those 1-minute tip thing, you know, on how to, oh my goodness. Huh. Let me just grab this out. Okay. This is how you do your life. Oh dear. Okay, let me just spin this around to find the space. This. Okay, I don't want to rush this. Are you guys laughing at me? Because you probably work it out and you go, no, it's there, you got it. And I can't hear you, so. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to stick with that. Okay, let me just push that one. Okay, here we go. Never mind. See, I crumpled my paper because I was so focused on this that I forgot to check that that paper was not lined up properly. Anyway, okay, move that out of the way. So I've got that, and I'm going to put that away before I lose it. So, okay, stick that down, put that away for now. Now I've got this. So I was wondering whether I would have that. Use that, kind of just dip it and just kind of make it a little bit more 3D-ish. I know, did I cut it all right? So where would that be? Kind of doing it 3D, yeah. So just change it up a little bit from the original design because you know me, that's what I do. Alright, so I'll wait for it to dry. I'll put a little gem on it. Did I use the big gem or the little gem for the flower? Just going to see where it's this one here. Yep, so that's in your pack. Okay, so I've just changed it up from being it straight onto here, and then I've just made it a bit more 3D, and then when it dries I can lift it up a little bit to make it a little bit more 3D. Anyway, okay, see how we go. Love seeing you having a human moment. Oh gosh, it's like I have a lot of those though, don't I? Which is great because, you know, I bought this book called Against the Machine by Paul, can't remember his last name. But yeah, so I haven't quite read it. It was recommended, so I thought, okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so much of life now can, you know, if you are not conscious, or if you're not aware of it, it can become so dehumanized. I think we can be just so much, you know, in the machine world that, yeah, that we can, right, what was I doing? Sorry, that we can, yeah, just before we realize, you know, before we know it, we are like just, I don't know, we're losing part of our humanity side of things. So, yeah, so therefore, okay, so I have pre-done these on, okay, so you stamp them and then you'll cut them out. So I've pre-done these because I just thought that might save a little bit of time. And because, you know, it's so hard where the space I have here to bring in the cut machine. So all those done. So we've got those. Okay, do you guys like this color? Hydrangea hues. Okay, so I'm going to use that one for a next project or another project. I've got even Happy Birthday. Now, Happy Birthday is not in the stamp set. So like I said before, the stamp set doesn't seem to have the sentiment that is probably more for scrapbooking or other stuff. But yeah, so Happy Birthday came from another stamp set, and I'm pretty sure there's lots of stamp sets that would have Happy Birthday. So this one came from Lovely Arrangements, if you want to know. So nice plain type, you know, and so I've just done it in black as well. So now I just want to put them all together. Oh, okay, so yeah, normally what I like to do is I layer them first before I start gluing them down. So then we've got this, which is going to be here. Okay, maybe need to go down a bit more. And then we have, so I've kind of alternate them. So we've got the solid, the frame. And yeah, we are more disconnected from self and others. I know, it's just like, it's crazy, right? It's the irony of it. It's like we are so well connected through social media and all that sort of thing, and yet we are so not connected in a lot of ways. So yeah, so it's definitely, oh, that might all need to come down. See, that's the reason why we want to put them without gluing them first. You do have a little, where did that little string go? I had a little string. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I checked this last night. And I did have a string, which I can't see right now. Let me see. I can pull out another one. Yeah, because I've got another pack here ready to go. Yeah, we've got a little string. So, okay, let me get my silicone mat. Where are you? Oh, my trusty silicone mat. Okay. What is my excuse today for not being ready? I know, it feels like I'm always having an excuse, but it is just the way life is at the moment. I had a funeral to go to today, and then, but also with my son yesterday, he was so sore, so we decided to make an appointment. with the physio, and of course they can do it today, this morning, you know, so it's like, okay, another thing to do. So that's okay. What did I want to do here? Okay, I found that it's just easier to use my glue dots for this. Okay, tips and tricks. So I'm just going to put glue dots. What am I doing? It's not how I usually do this, but okay, so then we want there, and then this is how I usually do it. I just stick it on here and pull it up that way. Okay, and then it's going here. Okay, so alternating. Okay, I'm watching Fussy Camera, getting ready for Saturday class. Oh, you are so onto it, Sue. You are getting ready now for Saturday. You are amazing. Cool. And then, what are we saying? Looking for a good pair of fussy cutting scissors, open to suggestion. Oh, well, Ruby, apparently we got one coming. Stampin' Up has one coming. I don't know when. I don't think we've been told when. Have we? Sue, do you know? I can't remember. But yeah, so I think we are having one soon. I just don't know when. If that's helpful. Alright, let's pull these down. And that's just going to go on here. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so there you go. Okay, that's all done. Okay, because we've got our sticky glue dots. So that makes it a lot easier and a lot helpful. And then I'm going to cut that off. And then cut that off. Okay, got those two. Phew, fussy cutting is not my forte, but finish. Yeah. Practice makes perfect. But I know, yeah, it's like, you know, if we can have dies or punch that does it, that's even better. So that little heart, we don't want to miss that. Okay. We need to use, I've got the wrong thing on here. Never mind, just picking it up with this. I was going to say use the putty, right, to pick it up. But never mind, I'll just use this. Use my hand, little four, and drop it in there. So there's my little heart. So cute. Okay, you can put it anywhere you like, okay? Obviously, but I've got my little heart there, so it's so cool. Okay, now let's go back to this. We've got here, here. Is that about right? About right here, and right here, and then my little butterfly, and then my happy birthday. What do you think? Okay, so I can probably push everything down a little bit, so which I might just do. Okay, so this is tricky. I don't know why. I always start with left. But it doesn't really matter which way you go. So I might just push that down a little bit. Now I am relying on eyeballing a lot, but if you really must, you can always use the grid paper and just make sure that it's all straight. Does that look straight to you? Good enough, right? So we've got that. Yeah. Hematomas take a while to heal. Oh, arnica drops. Oh yeah, someone mentioned about taking arnica orally, which I've never heard of before. So I thought it was like cream or something that you. Oh, that one is on dimensions. Yep, we want dimensions on this one. So put 1, 2, Do I need 3? Oh well. Actually, I don't want this one just yet because that's where the butterfly will need to slip under. Yeah, so thanks for that. Yeah, so I'll work on that, find out about that arnica thing. So, but yeah, it was really helpful today. So with the physio appointment, that, you know, we found out a bit more things, what to do, what not to do, or what he can do and what he can't do. So it was all good. So, and with hexagons, don't you guys think it's so funny? Yeah, you can have it this way with the pointy up and down, or you can have it that way. So, oh, so cool, like that. All right, and then that just goes straight down. Don't need a lot. Just peeking there. Okay, I just kind of glue it down, and then when I need to, I'll just make it fly a little bit. Okay, that's cool. And then that goes under here, and I have left that flat because I can. All right. Cool. How's that? That is one card done, and then we just need our little gems. I've already got them here. So in 3s, we've got 1 in that color, 1 in this color, and 1, in that size, and 1 right about here. So how cool is that? Just put these all away, and then that just goes on top. Arnica drops here from the inside. Oh, that's so good to know. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's right. Your health herbal studies gonna be so handy, right, to have. What about TCM? Do you know anything about it? Traditional Chinese medicine. Because yeah, sometimes I wonder if if that's something I'd like to learn more about. But maybe in the future, not just yet. Okay. So there you go. So, oh, no, I've forgotten about my leaf. Okay, here we go. We've still got leaves to go. That I was wondering. Something is missing. Something's missing. Here we go. We've got a leaf. Heart-shaped leaf. So cool. Let's bring out my muscles one on my massage therapist to use it. No contradiction. That's so cool. Yep, so helpful. Well, that will be something I'll look at doing. What is that? Oh, I was wondering what that was. Oh, that might be a dud. All right, so there you go. That's our hydrangea hues. Okay, to complete the set of cards that I have. Billy Brush, and then we have Chris Cantaloupe, and then we have Golden Glow, and now we have our hydrangea hues and Peaceful Pine. Oh, don't you love it? I love it. I love looking at it all in a row like this. That's really cool. So here we go. So that's one card done for today. Now, second card. I worked very hard with the second card. I'll tell you why. I actually found in a very little TCM, it's a big study area. I hope you get into it. I'd love to get a full assessment. Oh, yeah, there we go. This second card is when I try to use all 5 colors together. Secret. Okay, well, confession. I actually found these 5 colors very hard to work together. You know, some cards, some years, the in colors to me work so well. And I just love them all together. Like this one was last year's card that I made to introduce the 5 colors. You know, like these colors, kind of, to me, they all work really well together. But then this year's I found a little bit challenging for me. Now, everyone's different. Some people would really like them all together, and Some people probably just like, oh, I love these colors together, but I found it so hard to work with. This was the card that I made using stack and shuffle, and using all the 5 different colors, as a way to display all 5 colors at once, and I'm happy with this. But again, it doesn't come naturally with these one. I have to work really hard to get the colors going that, yeah, agreed. I don't think they all go together. Oh, there you go. Sue love all the colors in this year. I do love them separately. Together, I'm not so sure about. So anyway, so this was actually something I thought, I can work with this. So, so that's what you guys are getting. Okay. But yeah, it took me a while. I was like going. So I hope you like it as much as I do. But if you don't, that's okay. I understand. Completely understand. Let me put that on the side here so we can see as a reference. So we've got, this is the blush, right? The Barely blush. So that's just going to go there. And I pulled in these little postage die post that goes like this on this. Okay, so, and then we've got some stamping to do, which is that one there. And of course, what is oh, and you can see this is slightly dark. It's lighter than that because that was actually I started off with white and then I blended to get to that color. So when I'm experimenting, sometimes I do, like I said, I have limited cardstock at the moment, so and those colors, so I didn't know how much I need, so I played around and I just cut everything in white and then color them. So that was colored from white, that wasn't colored, and that was colored from white as well. So anyway, but with this I am giving you the cardstock already done, right? So these are already done, so you don't have to color them. So what we need is Hello Beautiful. So where did I get Hello from? I got Hello from the same stamp set, Lovely Arrangements, which we used the Happy Birthday for the other card. So I did the Hello, and then the Beautiful is from here. So Hello Beautiful. So I am making this set work on a card. So, but yeah, so there we go. We've got this. Let me just brush that off with that. So I'm going to use Life is Beautiful, so that we need our Versamark. Here we go. Grab my Versamark. I think it's about balance and composition. They cannot be thrown together. It just doesn't work. Okay, that's, yeah. I know, right? It's the right amount and the right, yeah, not equal amount, I guess. And that's actually a design thing anyway. When you use lots of colors, you can't just use, you can't do, like if you use 5 colors, generally you can't have all 20%, 20, 20, 20, 20, to get to use all the 5 colors. So you have to use them in different amounts. So yeah, that's right. So this is beautiful. So we need our white. We can use with my clear. So I've got my white. Let me do this. Okay, this is fussy cutting. We're going to be fussy cutting this. So, I mean, if I could have thought about it and give you a bigger piece, and then you can have life as well. But as it is, we're going to be doing this. This is Beautiful Life. So that's that. And then Hello. I do need the Hello. Okay. Now that we've got powder on it, I don't mind. It can wait a little bit. But generally, you want to get the powder on it sooner rather than later, so that it doesn't dry out. Hello Friend, that's what we need, right? Hello Friend. So you guys know the little trick of covering it up. Yes, like so. We've got Hello Friend. Need my washi tape. So I don't want the friend, so I'm covering it up with my washi tape. Okay. And then, oh, I need to do a bit of this as well, don't I? Okay. We got that. And what did I do with my Versamark right here? So we're going to ink it up, but you gotta remember to remove that. And then I'm just going to put hello up there. Okay. And then have my powder. Oops. Okay. Okay. So hello. Okay. We're good to go. And now we're going to be doing our embossing. Heat embossing, so it's going to be loud. Apologies for that. Just let me grab that. I hope. Yeah. Because we made it work on a card. Just trying to read. What does the bag of powder do? Okay, hang on. I can't hear myself, so I don't know if you can hear me. I'm doing the live. We don't need to do it. Ouch! It's hot. It's blowing everything everywhere. Not sure why this is not doing. Let me just see if I can get more. Where's the powder gone? Let me see if I can get it a bit darker. It's a bit light, so it doesn't pick up the powder for some reason. Let me see if it's heat enough to. It's a dud, eh? Doesn't seem to be going very good. Okay, I might just have to turn this over and do on the other side too. The powder is so that you don't get stray things, like you see the stray mark there. So I don't know. So what is it? To remove the staticness, I think. I'm going to redo this. Okay. Whoops. Because it didn't pick it up very well. Okay. And then, okay, and do it that side. Hello. All right. Silly me. I forgot to remove it before I stamp. Oh my goodness. I was in a hurry. And now you get to see a little, now we see a little F there. Okay. I'm just going to have to do that. Yeah, very human today. Lots of mistake today. Oh well. Okay. It doesn't look very, I don't know why it's not picking up very well. Maybe I just didn't put a lot of ink in there. They're both not working very well for some reason. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, I know what. I can use my gel pen. Let me see. Maybe I can just use my gel pen. Let me see if I can correct this. Oh yeah. So... not ideal, but here you go. This is how you fix things. Okay, that will do for me. Okay. Which I don't know what happened there. I don't know whether, maybe my powder is old. I need to fix that. Alright, gonna cut that bit off. So, it'd be messy to begin with. Just go through all those lines. Okay, and then color beautiful. So we're just gonna cut that bit off. Good save. Yep, I saw the white gel pen just sitting there. I was like, oh yes, I can do that. Yay. That's a cool thing. I think maybe that's why crafting is so good for us, because it's little things like this when you find solutions and you save something, and it feels like a worthwhile accomplishment. And so we get lots of little feel-good moments like this. Maybe that's why crafters are happier people. I don't know if there's research saying that, but anecdotally, I know we all like to joke about it. You know, we think that crafting saves our sanity. But I think that's why, because we have a lot of like moments like this, and it's, you know, like you know how like that, it's like we don't run on something big that we've done like maybe once in a lifetime, you know. We run on small little achievements that we get to do on daily basis, maybe on a regular basis at least. And so so it's like little hits of dopamine, I think. Which is why we like, yeah, we're happy people. Am I rambling? Maybe. But anyway, at the funeral, you know, it's a sad time, right? Obviously, it's a loss. But funerals are good like that sometimes, because when you hear about how people look at life, I think it changes you. I know it does me anyway. You know, it just helps you have different perspective in life. Like one of the things that this lady that passed away, one of the things that came out that was shared today was how she loves her car, but not for a reason that we normally think of. You know, like she loves her car because to her it's such a gift that she gets to use her car to help others. Like, I don't know, I just think that kind of like, that was like, when I heard that, and I was thinking, wow, that's such an interesting outlook, and it's so good as well, you know. Like, yeah, you know, sometimes we just think, yay, we've got a car, we have freedom, we can do lots of things. Or sometimes it's like, oh, we've got to drive, you know, we've got to drive this, we've got to do this. And but actually you could have a different perspective like this lady has, and she looks at it as it's a gift, and that she can then on gift to others. Yeah, I don't know, just it's cool. I like it. I like how people think sometimes, you know. Okay, what I want is just some scrap paper, and because I'm going to be stamping on these. Alright, so we've got small achievements add to big steps. Yep, totally. So I need my flowers, I need my flags, I need my butterfly, and I need my little, I don't know what you call those, beehive thingies. And then we are doing this in Barely Blush, so I've got that. So it's going to be cool. So I'm just going to go, I think I may have started like this. Ooh, man, Making so many mistakes today. I didn't clean this, so now it's got a funny color. Away it goes. Turn it over. 2 sides to everything. Look at the difference. Oh my goodness. Lots of moments today. And I'm just going to keep going. Okay. Then we're going to go. Okay, so a little flag. Okay, clean this off. Better clean all these now. Don't want my funny color. Okay, so that should be all good. Okay, butterflies. Okay, and one big one here, a little one there. Just off cuts a little bit. There. So good. Whoop. Here we go. So 1, 2. Right, clean it off. Ready for next time. This one. Oh yeah, so this one's just kind of crazy design thing. I'm just going like this. Maybe a little bit here. Okay, that's cool. Clean that off. And then what else do I need? Flowers. Just double check. Yeah, and then we've got this. It's all a bit random, isn't it? And a little bit there too. Okay. So nice and easy. Just, you know, a way of making use of our little stamps. And I think that is it. I can put the card together now. So we've got the card base. Yep. And then we have, what do we have? My pink card, my barely brush card. Okay, that was that way. And then all those go on there. Okay, yep, that's cool. Let's glue them down. Know someone I never knew achieving that is a good farewell. Okay. I like walking away from funerals feeling like I know someone I never knew. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Yeah, it's cool, eh? Like, just, that's the one cool thing about funerals, I guess. Is learning from them. And yeah, and just also a reminder to me as well that you know, to remember to say these things to people we know, like, you know, the good things that they do and how they've impacted us, or, you know, even, it doesn't have to be big impact, but just little things like that. So good for them to know, right, while they're alive too. So it's a good reminder. And, you know, and the thing is, like, we have, if we find it hard to say it in person, then we have cards. We can say it with a card. I just realized that I need to pull this down a little bit more. But I might be too late. Oh, no. Yep. The glue is still wet. I'm going to do this. So. Actually, I can move that out of the way. And then that. I like it. Yay. Yay. Okay. So good. Then we have this. That goes out. I love that little arrows. They're so cute. And then flowers there. Beautiful there. And then some leaves. Right. Alright, so we're good to go with that. Yeah, okay. there. That's my beautiful there, and then that goes on here, sticking up like this. Is that on? That's on flat. Yeah. Okay, it's kind of going something like that. Okay, and then our leaves. We have 1, 2, we should have 3. Have I got 3? Yes, we do. Okay, maybe I'll put this on first. Okay, so this one here, I like to use the edges. Okay, just so that, because it's long skinny edge. Okay. Long and skinny. Okay, that's great. And then we need a bigger piece for here. Those might be skinny edges as well. Just skinny edges for the L's and the got that. And a little bit one on here. Just cool to use up all these little edges as well. Okay. I got my ribbon, my bow pre-done and on a little dot for you, on a glue dot as well, like these. So I think we'll just kind of stick this somewhere here like that. And then beautiful will go on here. I had a friend reach out after receiving a recent card I sent them. We FaceTime for over 2 hours. Wow, that is so cool. Like, just that connection, eh? Oh, I'm so proud of you, though. That's so wonderful that you sent her a card. Oh, okay, hang on. That's not placed. I'm covering up my arrow. I don't want to cover up my arrow. Okay, this is going to look slightly different, but that's okay. They all do anyway. Okay, probably could do with a little dot here. Yep, sweet. And then now my little leaves. Okay, and we're nearly done. How cool is that? Sorry, I'm going to try and see if I can move this. This is me, eh? Okay, that will have to do. Unfortunately, that will have to do. It'll just have to be there. And then we'll have a leaf sticking out there. Maybe a leaf sticking out. Yep, it would just have to be that way. So sometimes it doesn't look like how we initially designed it, but it's okay. It's just some there and then a little one out here. Okay, and that is our second card for today. Oops, stuck on my... Yay! so that is lighter. I think it looks nicer with it lighter as compared to this one. What do you guys think? All good? Love it. It's a hugs with folds in the middle. I love that. I know it sounds very cliche, but that is such a good way to describe it. Hugs with folds in the middle. Love it. All right, here we go. So that is our card for today. So which one did we do? We did this one. So this is what I will be showing as my graphic. It will be these two like that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, pretty cool. And so I didn't want to call this the Extraordinary Live class because it's the in color class, because I think I'm going to be using this again. So it might be next week's class or maybe not, but I want to use this bundle again because there's a lot more things we can show. So yeah, so that's wonderful. Well, I'm so glad that you guys can join me today, or if you are watching the replay, thanks for joining me as well. I want to wish you all a very, very happy week, and yeah, I will see you next week. So remember, the ordering period has changed. I'm changing it to Sunday to Saturday. So from the ordering period is from Sunday 10th of May to 16th of May, which is Saturday. And then from 17th of May to 23rd, it'll be a different card, right? Different week. So yeah, instead of Wednesday to Tuesday, it's now Sunday to Saturday. So all great. Now, one thing I forgot to say is with these pads, the magnetic pads, they are slightly more spendy than what we currently sell our pads for because of the magnetic material, and it is $30 per pad. So for 5 of them, it would be $150, but it's actually Stampin' Up! Actually has a deal on it, as in if you buy a set of 5 together, there's a 10% discount, so it's actually $135. But for the month of May, you get to have these for free if you when you join Stampin' Up!, when you buy the starter kit. So the starter kit is always a very good value of $189 that you pay, but you get to pick products up to the value of $285. And so yeah, so it's just so good, right? So in May though, with the promotion, the joining promotion is sweetened with you actually able to get these stamp pads, those ink pads for free, on top of what you choose for $285. And also, if you didn't want the ink pads and you want, if you didn't want that, they actually give you another option. So good on Stampin' Up! They're always giving us options, which is great for someone like me because I like giving options too. So yeah, so if you didn't want that, then you get to choose extra. Have I got it right? Is it $80? It might be $80 extra, of products if you prefer that. But I would grab this because then you get all 5 colors, which is worth $135 or $150, depending on whether you get them all individually or at the same time. So yeah, $150 for the pads, but it's 10% discount because it's a bundle. They do sell it as a bundle of 5. So that's 10% discount, so it's $135. But yeah, as I said, in May, you can get it all for free when you buy the starter kit. So very good value all around. I hope you guys, consider that, take advantage of that. Email me, message me, let me know if you want to find out more details about what it means to buy the starter kit, what it means to join Stampin' Up! You can do what I do, which is run classes, with a focus on selling products. Or you could just look at it as a loyalty program or as a membership of a club. So, it's like you pay $60 to shop at Costco, right, for the year membership. And then you've got this card and you can go shop at Costco. Well, it's kind of like the same. You become a member of Stampin' Up!, but that's $60. If I'm thinking in terms of Costco, you pay $60 and that's it. Whereas, you know, and then when you shop each time, you obviously have to pay for your shopping. So it's the same in that Stampin' Up, you pay $189, but you actually get something out of the $189. You actually get products for $285. And then ongoing, when you shop with us, Stampin' Up, then you get that 20% discount as well. So, you know, like, yeah, so that's how I kind of think, like, it's probably the best way to think about it. If you are a member of Costco, that's how, like, the analogy, hopefully that makes sense. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will see you when I see you next week, back for another week of life and another session of projects. All right, love you guys. Bye.